Hello, my name is Jake Mahoney, and I am currently an English major with a concentration in writing. For my first and only internship so far, I worked with the Westfield State University's Health Services as an outreach intern. I worked with two other Westfield State students over the semester under the supervision of Administrative Assistant Miss Lisa Campbell. I would first like to mention how this was not a normal semester for us because of the COVID-19 pandemic. This meant that I could not go to health services to meet with my supervisor, and all the work had to be done completely remote. Of course, there were some initial struggles and problems, but with the help of health services staff, they were swiftly taken care of. A quote from Ms. Campbell that I will take with me is, "A healthy body is a healthy mind." Whether you are feeling sick or need medical advice, our professional and nurturing staff at health services is here to take care of you. Their mission is to provide coordinated health care, wellness education, and disease prevention, enabling students to achieve their academic goals. I was supervised by the Administrative Assistant Miss Lisa Campbell under the guidance of Interim Director Pauline Moran, as well as contributions from Nurse Practitioner Miss Kelly Palm. Every single one was such a pleasure to work with, and they gave me time-worthy assignments that always provided some sort of learning opportunity. I am very pleased with my internship and believe there are multiple admirable skills that I learned. The position of outreach intern for health services is a learning opportunity for any student interested in a job that pertains to outreach, marketing, research, editing, writing, health services, nursing, social media, and so many other things that could fall under the umbrella of this internship. This was the first year health services implemented this internship program, so it was a learning experience for both the interns and the staff. However, it went incredibly smooth and believe this is an internship that should stay in the program. We implemented a lot of new things to health services and adjusted, fixed, and updated the way that they get their information out to students. Health services' main concern was student engagement, hence the title Outreach Intern. We wanted students to be informed and knowledgeable about their health and the services provided on campus. Our goal was to reach the students in a creative way, using tools like Canva, newsletters, and social media to reach that younger population and demographic. It's important for students to receive the essential information that health services was putting out. Students need to know that health services offer things like STD testing, urgent care, x-rays and lab work, pregnancy tests, and many other helpful services. Above all the appointments are free. With the coronavirus happening, we had boatloads of information to send out to the students regarding the ins and outs of the pandemic. Information like how to properly social distance, wash your hands, and wear a mask. Informing students about COVID rules and regulations, while also reminding them about the weekly COVID testing provided here on campus. We also wanted to focus on spreading information that pertained to college students, college health, and issues specific to college life. Constantly working to creatively address persistent and difficult issues for college students, including sexually transmitted diseases, sexual assault, physical and mental health, wellness, and more. In order to get the massive amount of information out, we came up with the idea of a monthly newsletter. We named it the Health Hub. This was the first newsletter put out by Health Service, and our approach was to keep readers entertained so they could digest the material while not becoming bored. We did tons of research for our pages, topics, and themes each week, and compiled 10+ pages in each newsletter. How we did this was by including topics, pages, and creative works that broke up the bulk information. On one page, we would have important COVID information, and the next would be a crossword puzzle, where students could complete it for a prize. Our newsletter always followed the awareness of the month. For example, April was Physical Fitness and Health Awareness. Another creative aspect that kept people coming back to our newsletter was our Zoom Zombie story. The Zoom Zombie was a collaborative running series each month, where the story would follow a college student going through the pandemic. This story mirrored real-life events happening here at Westfield, the Awareness Month, and also included extremely informational bits and pieces sprinkled in. Not only did we implement a brand new newsletter, but also came up with the idea for Asking for a Friend. This program allows students to ask questions anonymously and receive an answer from one of our nurse practitioners. We choose one question from each month and include it in our monthly newsletter. This truly helped us better understand the student population's needs and questions. We also coordinated, created, and came up with the ideas and themes of outreach events. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we could not have these events in person, but they were extremely successful via Zoom. We came up with the idea of perks and quirks, and each event had a different topic pertaining to the awareness of that month. Canva, an online design program, was my best friend this semester. With the creation of the newsletter and creating flyers and handouts for the events, I had basically mastered it. I feel that it is a great skill I learned from my internship and experience. Included here is an example of the flyer I created for a Perks and Quirks event, which showcases some of my precisely curated work. Addition to the work and experiences provided by the previous mentioned projects, social media was a huge aspect of the internship. Controlling their Instagram, gaining followers for the page, and posting pictures, info, and stories were just a few of the things we did on there. We also accepted any and all questions through our social media, as we felt students would be there more and might feel more comfortable on that platform. With staff and students, it was give and take. Reminder that the main goal was to reach students, spread information, and engage with them better. With young interns currently in college, we were able to share insight on the needs, wants, and opinions of the Westfield State student population. It provided me with an opportunity to get closer to my community and gave them a better understanding on their students. Every Thursday, we had a team meeting. During these meetings, we could provide feedback on our approach, past newsletters, and events. Our work was to be done independently, and our expected work was to be accomplished by the next meeting for editing, proofreading, and critique. Each meeting was extremely organized and planned out. The meetings promoted an environment of free thinking, creative brainstorming, and team building. My main takeaways from the internship would be outreach to group or community level, acquired Canva knowledge, improved writing, editing, and analyzing, research skills, social media skills, communication, event planning, and marketing. I could go on and on about the other qualities that were either enhanced, evolved, or learned, but I'll always appreciate everything that the internship has given me.